How's it going, guys? Thought I'd show you this WebVR thing I've been experimenting with. So lately I've been checking out WebVR and specifically A-frames. Um, this A-frame stuff is really cool because it allows you to write virtual reality stuff using good old-fashioned HTML. You know, like here's a sphere and a box, and here's its scale. All right, maybe it's not that old-fashioned, but it's really cool. So between HTML and JavaScript, you can make uh, 3D environments. Now, I realize this is a rather lackluster environment here, but check this out. So it's a true 3D scene. You can walk around inside it and whatnot. Now, specifically what I've been working on is a new component to handle dynamic layouts. So check this out. I've got a component in here for a layout container, and when I hit this button, I just add a bunch of random elements to it. Now, my component figures out where they should go, and basically the way I'm doing it right now is this kind of a wedge shape layout. So you can see I've got kind of an arc right here. So there's 3 or so items in that one, and there's more items in this row, and more items in that. Now, the fun thing about this is it handles dynamic inserts and removals pretty gracefully. So if I add a new item randomly, it tries to find the best place for it inside the grid such that it's closest to the center. So you can see as I add elements, it kind of scatters them out, but it basically builds it up row by row. Which is fun, but another thing is I set it up so that when I push this button here, it'll pick just a random element and remove it from the collection, which is cool. So what we're seeing here is when it deletes like when an item is removed from the collection, that makes a hole inside the layout. And I've got an algorithm that tries to fill that hole with the nearest neighbor, which inadvertently will make a hole where that neighbor was at. So then it'll just rerun the function, filling all of the holes until you've got a complete picture. So it's not perfect. I'd like it not to move so many blocks around, quite, like from one side to the other, but, it's not bad. So that's me pulling all the things out, adding new things. So that's cool. But honestly, at the end of this, I'm not really all that interested in just showing blocks and cubes. So to make it a little bit more interesting, I've hooked this thing up to a Google image search result. So what we've got there is just a Google image search for octopus because tentacles are cool. Anyway, so we've been up to this point, we've been looking at this inside the browser, but what makes this really exciting is right now I've got a Vive VR headset sitting on my head. Check out this little button right here. Ooh, so now I'm in VR, and like for me, like I can actually just see these things here. But check this out. Let me see if I can bring my my hands into the to the picture. Oh wait, hold on a second. Okay, cool. So I've got hands, I've got my images over there, and I've got good old-fashioned teleporting. So I can teleport over to my wall of images here, right? Which is really fun. So I can look at these things and say, so this one's cool. Look at this guy. But I can just grab him. Look at that. Or I don't really like that picture. Or what is this cartoon crap? So let me get rid of those ones. Ooh, that one's cool. That one's cool. But check this out. This one's really cool. Yeah. Now this is where some of the fun is at. Just imagine being able to interact with, like, say, Pinterest or something like that in this sort of environment where I just have my boards all lined up here and I can just pull things out and pin them up on different things, or just be able to explore them and say, ah, that one's cool. Yeah, in any case, I just thought I'd show you some of the progress I've been working on. Yeah, I don't know. I really like A-frames. I'm really digging this WebVR stuff because I've got a Vive on my head right now, but this should, I haven't actually tested this, but this should actually work with an Oculus Touch. You know, oh, I accidentally teleported. Don't you just hate it when you accidentally teleport? Yeah. So, yeah, it's just super cool. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.